Okay. So the first thing I need to do is isolate that 6y. Now, it's not actually 6y. It's negative 6y because of the minus sign. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Right? Because as I work with this, so I am looking for a principle of equality. I would like to just take that negative 6y and just drop it so that it's all by itself. The problem is I got this 5 right here, and I can't just be like, well, I'm going to ignore that 5, which, I mean, that'd be convenient. I just can't do it. So I've got to get rid of that 5. And by get rid of, since it's being operated on with either addition or subtraction, that means we need to zero it out. So I will be subtracting 5. Correct, yep. So 5 minus 5, that will zero that out. But on the other side, I'm going to have to subtract 5 there. Now, I'd like to do this from left to right, right? So we got 5 minus 5. That zeroes out, as was the plan. And then I'll drop the negative 6y, which we've done already. And this would equal negative 43 minus 5, which is going to make it more negative. Then I can take 43 and add 5 to see exactly how negative it will be. 3 plus 5 is 8, and then we'll drop the 4. So it ends up being negative 48 right there. So what we just did right there, that isolated the y's, which was pretty much the whole point right there. They're on their own side of the equal sign. We got all the numbers on their own side of the equal sign. But the problem now is that the coefficient of y is a negative 6. We need it to be a positive 1. Positive 1y equals something. So how do I make that negative 6 coefficient a positive 1? Simply take it and divide it by itself. But if you do it on one side, you must do it to the other side as well. Negative 6 divided by negative 6 is 1. On the right side, I've got a negative divided by a negative, which is a positive. 2 negatives make a positive. 48 divided by 6 is 8. Boom. Now that should work. Again, I'm just going to do a quick check in the original equation. 5 minus 6y equals negative 43. And we should see the negative 48 and then finally the negative 43 as we go through this. So if I were to do that, I would be checking with the y value, that is 8. Not completely sure that this is going to be true. But we can see here that I would show this as negative 6 times 8, which is negative 48. So now I've got 5 minus 48 should equal negative 43. And then, yeah, this one, I'm going to skip some of the work there, but that's going to be negative 43. So negative 43 does equal negative 43. That's true. And since it is true, that means we did, in fact, find the solution.